welcome Mehron. So I'm still sick. I'm just gonna be doing the face today, and it's actually gonna be a Predator, the Predator face paint stuff. I can't think correctly. I have too much Sudafed in my system. This is a requested look from my friend Wyatt, and I thought it was perfect. I thought it'd be a fun look to do. I want to get really detailed with the face, so that's why I'm only sticking with the face. Plus to mention, I'm sick, so I don't want to spend like forever doing all of the stuff like I do. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I have a lot going on right now. Everything's going crazy right now, so I'm just trying to like get it all together, and I want to do face paint even though I'm sick. If I could just stop coughing, that would be great. Anyways, let's get painting.
Starting off as I usually do, I took my white eyeliner pencil and sketched out the mouth design. I always start sketching first before I actually start painting, and this is what I do with normal art too. I tend to sketch it before I paint or sketch it before I ink, and this is because I want to make sure that what I'm doing is actually going to be working out. Next, I took this peach color from Mehron and filled in where the gums are going to be going, and it's going to be going across my nose, so the best thing to do is look at the mirror straight on. So for you guys it looks a little crooked, but if you look in the mirror straight on, then you'll get a better idea of how to make it look straight since you are going over a curve. And I'm also painting in the bottom gums as well, but I'm not going all the way to the end of my chin because I'm going to make it kind of like fade out. Then I'm taking black and filling in the whole mouth section because I'm just going to have a black hole for the mouth. And I was sick when I filmed this, so it wasn't exactly the best idea, but since the mouth is the centerpiece, I wanted to start with that. That way, if you mess up, you don't have to worry about ruining the rest of the makeup around it. Then I filled in the teeth with some white body paint from Mehron, and again I decided to do this to also make sure that this was all going to work well together on my face. You can obviously do any steps that you want first. I just thought that since the mouth was the main piece, it'd be best to do it first. Now, since I realized that the mouth looked pretty good, I took a custom-made color. I took some white body paint from Mehron, some brown, and a little bit of yellow, kind of the same aspect as with my Titan looks that I did, and I just mixed them together to get this kind of white tan color and put it all over the face. Then I took some black body paint and just dabbed it onto my eyelids. Very messy because obviously this monster is a messy, not so pretty monster, so I just dabbed it on my eyes. Then I took blackout from Decay and I just patted it on top, and then I started dragging it up, kind of giving myself an almost teardrop sideways look. I don't know how to explain that shape. I also dragged that eyeshadow underneath my eye. Next, I wanted to map out some of the detailed lines, so I took a brown body paint on a detailed brush, and I kind of made the eyebrow marks that I wanted, and I also decided to start marking where I wanted the like teeth things. I don't know what they're called, but it's like the teeth or the spikes themselves are coming out from these like weird shapes. If you look at a reference photo like I am, you'll understand what I'm saying. And so I just marked everything out with the brown body paint. And since I had that brown body paint out, I also decided to map out where the wrinkles are going, because the wrinkles, or whatever bends in the mouth folds where the, mouth is creating wrinkles and everything, they're very, 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 very deep and detailed on this character. So I just decided that since I had the brown body paint out, it'd be best to start with that before I start deepening it up. So again, it'd be easier to take off if I messed up. Now I'm grabbing some different shades of brown eyeshadow from my BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. It's a neutral palette. And I just started shading in all those wrinkles and shading in around the teeth and everything just to give it more depth. And then of course you go in with a few different colored browns. That way, you have different shadows and different ways of doing it. So some are deeper and some are, lighter and everything. I also decided to use that brown eyeshadow to start shading the gum section. Again, I kept my face tilted down and straight for me just to get a better idea of how to make it look straight going across that nose section. I also took some of that brown underneath my eye and just kind of kept smoking out the eye section because they're really dark and really smoked out. As well as shadowing around the brow section to make them look like they're just like very angry. Taking a detailed brush and some black body paint from Mehron, I then started deepening up some of the lines around the teeth mainly, just to, give it some more depth. And next, I grabbed some more of that brown eyeshadow and just started adding more to the forehead. Again, just looking at a reference photo to get the right shape. And of course, grabbing a little bit of black to deepen up any of the sections I felt like they needed more depth to. You just take a little bit of that blackout eyeshadow from Decay and just start deepening up some of them. Mainly deepening up around the little teeth sections because I felt like they needed to pop out a lot more than they were. So that's what I did. And also deepening up just the regular teeth themselves, kind of giving them some gum lines and everything because that's what you would have if you had teeth right there. Then I grabbed some white body paint from Mehron on a detailed brush, and I added some highlights. And if you at any point see that I don't have any body paint on in the mouth section under my nose, that's because I kept sneezing and having to blow my nose. So I apologize with that. I will fill it in at the end. I just decided that it wasn't worth applying every time I had to wipe it off. As well as adding some dots on the gums just to give the gums some sort of a slimy look. I added the white onto that, and again I added dots on the gums. And then I took some more of that brown eyeshadow and kind of added some texture into the teeth. I didn't want them to be perfectly white, and I also wanted to incorporate the shape of the tooth, so I shadowed the shape of the tooth, if that makes sense. So if it's curved, I made the shadow of the tooth curved. That way it has a better look and better feel to it. Then I took that black eyeshadow again and added little faint dots all over the face. The Predator has some very light dots and then some very dark dots. So I started with the light dots first and just dabbed it on my face, as well as shadowing around the jawline. Then I grabbed some black body paint from Mehron and added some darker dots. I went ahead and grabbed the white body paint again and added the white dots going up the center of the forehead. You can't really see them because I'm pretty white and the body paint that I added is pretty white, but they're there. I have them. And I also decided that I needed to extend the eyeshadow further, so I took some of that black eyeshadow and extended it further. And I also decided to add some of the brown dots in, so I grabbed some brown body paint on a detailed brush and I just added some little tiny brown dots into it. And now for the fun part, I got some of that white body paint and I just added some of the tooth slime, and by doing that I just watered down the white body paint a lot so it wasn't bright white, and I let it go on top of that black to also again just alleviate the bright whiteness of the body paint. So I just drug it, and then in some spots I tapped my finger on it, and if you need to just look up the Predator and you'll see the slime when he opens his mouth, and it'll give you a good reference to how the slime would look, or the slobber rather than slime. For some reason this is it was what I was waiting for the whole time, is to do the slobber. That just shows a lot about my personality. I'm I can't wait to add the slobber. And then next, because I didn't do anything with my body, I needed to hide my clothes, which was not fun. So I just put on a hood and tucked in my little white strings, or at least tried to, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me any other ideas on art related projects, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!